right, standing at 14,115 feet with Jeff Zwart. Jeff, the time was, I believe, a 9:46. Can I get a confirmation on that?
Yeah.
So a great run here at the 101st running of the Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, brought to you by Gran Turismo. How was this run for you?
Oh, it was a great run. I mean, you spend all year waiting for it, so it's always different, something new every time. But, you know, I just love running here. This is my 19th year running, and to drive a car like this and honoring Bob Ingram, who owns the car, who had passed away just a couple months ago. It was an extra special run. The run itself, pretty just different things to encounter. There was a rock slide in the middle of the W's that I had to change my line on, like a rock maybe almost basketball size in the road. And then towards the top here, there was a marmot that just wanted to spectate, but a little too close. And I think he's still there to live another lap, but he was definitely close there too.
So let's back up to the start line for a moment. You wake up this morning, you go through all the ritual to get to that start line. You're driving a beautiful car, you've got an emotional connection to a friend that just passed, and then you have your own emotions of driving the hill. How hard is it to contain all that and focus and find the connection with the mountain?
Yeah, when you're driving, you're driving. I mean, you got to kind of erase everything out of there. But certainly while I left the line, I thought of Bob and just what he's given me to be able to drive here the last 3 years. So that's special. But, you know, it's just a feel. You know, the road feels different every time. And, you know, I tried to be aggressive in places, and it probably didn't reward me. In other places, the smoothness came back to a good space for me. But it's always fun to race here, for sure.
We did the interviews earlier with the Club Sport GT guys, and every single one of them mentioned the help that you give them. What is the drive of that? What is your passion about this event now?
You know, at this point, I've spent so much time on this mountain, from driving to filming commercials to whatever I do up here, and I just feel like I don't have anything to hide. I want to give them my process that's worked here for all these years. You know, for 19 years, I'm still doing the same process. So to share it with those guys, especially somebody like Hayden, who's 18 years old, first time here, see him win, that's just awesome, really good.
Now, I'm sure that as you were coming in, you were seeing the fans pouring in. Do you have awareness of the fans as you're driving up the hill?
Yeah, I would say that there's more fans than I've seen lately. And last year, obviously, we were compromised with the weather, but it was so great to see everybody there. And, you know, not just see them sitting on the hillsides, but really rooting for you. And I love that. And everybody's loved this car the last few years, so it's just been great.
And since you've done it so many times, I can ask you, what is the ride down like? What does the ride down feel like?
The ride, you know, there's no moment in motorsport like that anywhere. To be able to come down and have the fans all lining the course, especially on a day like today where it's sold out, it's magical. It's so special for us.
Well, enjoy that ride.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.